Hello everyone, this is Kuuimpact with Let's Play Edna and Harvey, the Breakout, and we're
In this panel,
trapped
we
in
see
a different
Handy
place
Boy
of the
forced to
asylum.
sleep on the sofa again.
We have made it to
In
the
this
far
panel,
side of
we
the
see
asylum.
Captain Useless running out of ideas.
I've gotten myself caught on purpose because we were going to play out the back end of the asylum so we can move to the front end of the asylum again. We're gonna have to find a way to escape, and escape within our escape plan.
I don't really want to know how this looks in bright light. Not exactly. I'm arresting you for loitering.
But yeah, there is quite a few interactions we
Sheriff
need to do.
Conrad finally managed to trace the call. It was made from a payphone. You have the right to remain silent. It's something else that's missing.
Okay.
Sheriff Conrad investigates an act of vandalism. The main suspect has an alibi, though.
I spent all day in outer space. My driver can testify to that.
Yeah, we have a lot of house to ruin,
Sheriff
and I hope I didn't mess
Conrad
that up because I would
investigates.
love to see if I can get
The trail
the
leads to
ruination
the right.
after putting all those cups down. However, I
Sheriff
wish to have
Conrad
cups.
investigates.
I don't have a cup
Yep.
with me back here,
The
so this is
trail
gonna get
leads to the
awkward.
right.
Wish to have a cup so that I can like do some cup hiding. Cup. There's some stuff we need to spray.
I'd rather not. You don't put things in there. Things
Oh.
come out.
Right, that's
I
the
hope.
latch.
I'd rather not. It might be the only connection to the outside. I don't think that'll fix it. It's something else. This option is not available.
Huh.
This option,
Oh right, she doesn't want to do it.
somebody is swiped.
But we can mess this up. There's the slice. There's some pork. Pen.
Let's see if I can find a side. Just
Nope. Edna rules. And that's starting to get more unruly. Let's go mess up the signs. Left.
hello, sign. Do you have anything to say to me?
Turn to your right to reach the phone.
Thank you, my friendly sign.
Left. That's why she wrote left.
This sign couldn't be much less subtle, I'd say. No, I don't want to be responsible if nobody can find the phone anymore.
Well, they do have phone
I'm
privileges
using
over
this
here.
sign for orientation. The phone is to the right.
Yes.
No, this.
I mean, you won't add your own art, though?
No. Look, Harvey, a bulletin board.
Yippee! Right after the...
Alright, we already seen that one.
Look, Harvey, a sign.
How could I miss it?
It's obvious, I know. I just wanted to point your attention to it.
I don't much appreciate the pompous tone in your voice.
Come on, Harvey, cool your jets, will ya? I just wanted to.
What's with the Jets now? If I knew anything about secret government programs...
Uh-oh, he's
wouldn't
spiraling.
I try to appear as inconspicuous as I can?
What? But you do appear quite inconspicuous.
There could be many reasons for that.
I'm not crashing out, you're crashing out! I can't do a Harvey voice.
I think something's missing here, Harvey.
Yeah, a radioactive space probe.
I thought more along the lines of a receiver.
So there isn't a radioactive space probe missing here?
No radioactive space probe. No.
Ooh, what are you waiting for? Quick, get the protective suit! Protective suit!
The Zoot Suit, you say?
Not interested. I only date touchpad phones.
Huh.
What do you make of this, Harvey?
My secret bunny sense tells me that something's missing.
Look, Harvey,
Yes, a payphone. You don't have to show me absolutely everything. I have eyes too, you know.
you do. But they're only sonar.
He's like, what the hell? Just shut up! Shut up.
Look, Harvey, a little tray for change.
Whoa! Look what's in there! Look!
Hey, shouldn't I get some change?
Nope.
Empty,
I don't have any change.
empty, empty.
Empty. Get some change out of
Don't
it.
put things in there. I hope.
Wait a minute, but
You don't put... I hope.
if I...
You don't put things...
Oh,
I hope.
not even a comic book for this? That's disappointing. Also, the red isn't filled in perfectly in this sprite. Huh. Well, 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 look where we are. Look who it is. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Mind if I look?
A dinosaur movie. I don't like dino movies. You know how they end. Everyone's extinct.
There's another plant in here. I have a problematic problem with plants.
I would pick it up, but I don't want all those talk shows soiling my pockets.
There's a lot of plants in here. Is this the
Stop
green
that.
room?
I need to know how this ends.
Professor, huh? Potted plant,
It
huh?
seems to like the program.
Of course it does. This is exactly on its level.
Come on, jump. So much for my career as a plant tamer.
Didn't you want to mark the plants
In this
earlier?
panel, we see Handy Boy watering the flowers in the basement cave.
Captain Useless watches Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Everyone has a right to.
Oh, this is a TV, right? We can do things we didn't have yet.
The ketchup likes to watch.
You can...
Already did that one.
The potholders like talk shows the most.
There's no topic too hot to handle for me.
The pot loves matchmaking shows.
There's a lid for every pot. I deeply believe that.
if I
The
knife.
knife likes horror movies the most.
It just isn't entertainment if you don't see blood gushing.
I do like the little impressions he does for all the items in her head.
The fork likes spaghetti westerns.
I get so wrapped up in them sometimes.
Spaghetti.
The
Plants.
only light they're getting comes from the TV set. Any new stories from the floral world?
Friggledy from.
What's that? Oh yeah, I tend to forget that I don't speak plantish.
Oh yeah, you said that earlier.
I'd rather not. I have a brown thumb.
There's an ashtray.
Plants are inherently useless.
Alright, let's cut them up.
No time for repotting. Those might be potholders, but they are not flower pot holders.
Okay. Alright, Edna. We'll mustard them. We'll catch up them. Got some fork holes, got a knife hole.
Is this plant part of Dr. Marcel's
we gotta eat the
illegal
plants.
drug plantation? Sheriff Conrad investigates.
Ooh, back in the wrist.
Read not.
What about these plants? Will you eat these plants?
Is this plant part of Dr. Marcel's illegal drug plantation? Sheriff Conrad investigates.
Sheriff Conrad will eat every plant in this building. I will make her.
Read not.
She's brain dead otherwise. I mean, it's got ketchup and mustard on it. It's gotta taste a little bit better, right? Right, sick. Cool. I don't even know what she added to that one.
When you sit
Hidden
so
by the
close to
UI.
the screen, you get silverfish in your tear ducts. This chair is not responsive. It's a TV chair after all.
Huh.
Nah, it seems to belong there somehow. Tempting, but I don't have the time to watch TV.
Edna was here.
In this panel, we see Captain Useless trying to remember the phone number of his carpenter.
There's a lot of bloody things we
I'm
can
gonna
do.
arrest you for loitering.
Oh, we already got that one.
No,
Catch.
thank you. I prefer to eat standing up.
Okay, it's not one of the ones she'll catch
No,
up.
thank you.
Wait a minute.
There are two distinct differences between a seat cushion and a pot holder.
Do
And those
tell.
are?
Unless it has something to do with hot butts. In that case, keep it to yourself.
True. TMI. You don't need to know about the hemorrhoids, man. You got bad toenails, you might have
I
hemorrhoids.
can acknowledge that polo is played sitting down, but I still can't.
Harvey.
What do you make of this, Harvey?
I think it is a horse.
You think? The command line reads
Just count the
Harvey's favorite
with flip.
Oh, right.
What do you make of I thought
Okay, so he just has the same generic response. Oh, what the hell?
What do you think of this lamp, Harvey?
It is an instrument of the light.
Like what?
Okay, it's the same bit.
I've always wondered if lamp designers are rejects from the International School of Ugly. This lamp is certainly proof of that.
Why is there a clown
Come
on it?
down at once, you ugly gnome. His disobedience irks me. I have the urge to tear something apart.
No, this gnome will not be included into my inventory.
Huh. Wow. Wait, we can turn the light on. I think we need to keep this room dark, though. Let's talk to the ashtray.
Artist must have suffered from severe depression. What a waste of good, clean dirt.
Does that mean we can
That
repurpose
ugly
it?
lump? Nah. I don't smoke. Look, Harvey, an ashtray.
Are you sure? It could also be the queen.
No, look closer. See the wrinkled surface?
Oh, yeah.
And this lack of expression, the haggardness, the ashen color tone.
Can't make fun of the queen anymore. She's
Statesmanlike
long gone,
attitude in the
unfortunately.
ever-sagging corners of the mouth.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you're right. It is an ashtray.
Oh, man.
It could be a coat
2008
for
was a
the
different
armrest.
time.
Now you're just being silly, Edna. You know chairs don't drink.
Sure.
That doesn't work that way.
Okay.
It could be a tee-off for polo balls.
Hitting the thing would probably contaminate the groundwater with nicotine for years.
Oh, my God. Oh, that one got me.
It could be a refill station for ballpoint pens.
Even if a pen isn't likely to stick its head in there.
She's trying to guess what it is.
In this panel, we see Handy Boy emptying the ashtrays of the basement cave.
That doesn't work.
Okay. Badge?
Maybe it's a donut holder for a patrol car.
What for? I've never seen a cop put a donut down.
True.
It could
Catch
be a
up.
condiment dish.
You wouldn't live long enough to double dip.
Pot holders?
be a teapot
I know the
warmer.
mustard's gonna have the same response.
Earl Ash Grey tea. Yummy!
It could be a chamber pot.
That would probably be a step up in status.
True.
It could be a knife block.
It's for something deadly, no matter how you slice it.
Wow.
It
The ashtray
could
has
be
so
an
many
hors
responses.
d'oeuvre.
Only if they're serving smoked meats.
Alright, let's look at the armchair.
There's someone crouching behind the armchair. Hello. Hey.
Let
you
me
don't
talk to
have
the guy behind
hide
it.
from me.
How can I be sure? You could be a velociraptor in disguise.
I'm Edna. What are you doing back there? Are you one of those mad scientists? I mean, he's in here. Do you know anything about Dr. Marcel?
I'm Edna.
Let's explain ourselves.
I am Professor Knock. Pleased to meet you.
What are you doing back
He's
there?
researching,
I am
obviously.
doing research in the field of paleontology.
Behind the armchair?
Where else would I be? You won't find a prehistoric skeleton lying in the middle of the room. It would have been recovered a long time ago.
That makes sense.
True. Why aren't you in the basement?
Are you one of those mad scientists?
I beg your pardon? Who do you think you are? Ah, the youth nowadays. They see a man with white hair crouching behind an armchair in an asylum,
And they make
jump
assumptions.
to the mad scientist stereotype at once.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
True.
May I please change the channel?
By no means. I need to know how this ends. The fate of mankind depends on it.
It was the gardener. Okay, here's some endings. The good will triumph. The dinosaurs will seize world domination.
The good will triumph.
Yes, but something will have survived. They can't fool me. The threat is not over yet. Now, where on earth is my hard hat? Yes, you can change the channel. I need to gather my emergency gear.
What? You just let me do it?
Hello. Hey, you don't have
I didn't
to
even
hide
think that's
from
a
me.
solution for
How
this
can I
puzzle.
be
What?
sure? you could be a velociraptor in disguise.
Do you know how I can get out of here?
Of course I do. I always use the laundry lift to travel to my Peruvian amber mines.
What? That sounds like a
Laundry lift
baller
goes
thing.
all the way to Peru?
Of course not, silly. You have to transfer at the continental shelf in the Sonoran Desert.
Do you know anything
Oh yeah,
about
let's talk
Dr.
about the
Marcel?
doctor.
More than most. Did you know that he has a dark secret?
I knew it. I knew it.
Yes. He's breeding dino-human hybrids in his secret facility on Jupiter.
The Dino Squad
Oh.
from Deep?
I didn't know that.
How's the
How's
research coming along?
Quite satisfactorily. The only things missing are a couple of dino genes for my secret breeding program, if you get my drift.
That
Huh.
sounds exciting. How does one breed dinos?
Amber.
Do come on. Everybody knows that. Ah, dinosaurs hatch from occlusions in amber.
How's research coming along? That-
Okay. I need the key.
Can
Can
I
I have
borrow
that
your
laundry
ticket
lift
for the
ticket? That would
laundry
be crazy
Don't be
baller.
preposterous. I can't do that. I've got to get to my Peruvian amber mines to recover dino DNA.
That's too bad.
Well, shit
I'll
out of
drop
luck,
by
I
again
suppose.
If the world still exists, then, is what you mean to say.
Yeah, give or take 10 minutes.
Well, Edna. We are in a predicament, aren't we?
This chair still has all of its legs.
That's a situation.
What do you think of this, Harvey?
That's an exceptionally unattractive
Oh, yes,
humpback
something
whale.
different for this
It's
one.
an armchair, Harvey. A wingback chair, to be precise.
Oh, well, how was I supposed to know? It's not my fault it's gargantuan and horribly disfigured. Anyone could have made that mistake.
It's lumpy and the arch isn't straight. He's
I
what he's
can
talking
acknowledge
about.
that Polo is played but I
Alright, let's start messing up the
In this
armchair.
panel, we see Captain Useless trying to remember the phone number of his carpenter.
See, the achievements are all tied to the
I'm
unique
gonna
ones you
arrest
can
you.
get. So if it's like you got one on another one, you don't
No,
need
thank
to
you.
get that
I
one.
prefer to eat
Except for the one where you need to make a mess, of course.
No, thank you.
I use this on this. The answer is no. Probably not. Anything else? Alright, the professor has a ticket, but he won't give it to me. Great. Alright, buddy.
He's on the phone. Hello? Hello? Hey,
Hold on a second. Yes? Do you want anything in particular?
Yes, I want the phone. Hey, wait a minute. Can I borrow your phone?
you
Actually,
don't
how about I
happen to
start
know
talking
where out of
normally?
here, do you?
No, but you don't want to get out of here, believe me. The world outside is a cruel place. Mistakes you make out there have real consequences. You could lose millions of dollars. Let's say only because you were distracted for tiny little moment when your wife is shouting, "Look, Brucey, it's a boy," for example. That kind of guilt will haunt you for the rest of your life.
R slash, like, absolutely specific? I can't remember what it is. Weirdly specific might be this subreddit. I don't know. I don't go on Reddit. But, yeah, that was kind of suspiciously really specific.
Can you get off the phone for a sec?
Certainly not. That's my broker on the
Oh
line.
no, your stockbroker? I
talking
mean, we
millions
got asked for that
here.
these days, so it wouldn't be as detrimental like this guy.
Can I borrow your telephone?
Absolutely not. This phone
Ooh,
is my
that was my wrist
lifeline.
going.
I don't dare think about what could happen if I was unavailable. Just imagine me putting that thing away for a minute. When my wife is shouting, "Look, Brucey, it's a boy," for example. Or worse still, imagine, during that brief distraction, when I look over to my wife, my stock portfolio goes into freefall. I would lose millions because I hadn't been on the phone just for a tiny little instant. One moment of carelessness, and my whole life is in ruins.
He's losing it. He's losing it.
Not really important. Go on with your phone call.
I was planning to do that anyway. Hello? You still there?
This man has played too many gamble stocks and has lost his mind
What do you
completely.
make of this guy,
And his son
Harvey?
was born
An obsessive
and he
stockbroker
lost his
forced
money.
to quit Wall Street cold turkey. Nothing unusual, really.
Would you swap your phone for this nifty ballpoint pen?
Decidedly not. The telephone is my livelihood. I have to be available at absolutely all times.
But why? How about some
That
cornflakes?
doesn't work that way. Reach for the sky, partner.
Brother,
Or
I am the
confiscate
police.
that there telephone.
Never. You might as well confiscate my heart. My
He's
soul
obsessed.
and the air that I breathe.
He is.
Hold your horses there, bucko.
He's a little bit
Would you
obsessed.
swap your phone for this tube of ketchup?
Decidedly not. The telephone, I have to be...
Cough up the phone or else.
Or else what?
Or I'll spread you with low-fat
I've got a knife.
Buzz off, Robin Hood.
How about the fork?
Would you swap your phone for this fork?
Decidedly. I have...
Man, he's such a stickler. He hate to kill you, man, but
Would you swap your phone for my polo mallet?
Decidedly not. The telephone, I have to...
swap. How about I?
Cough up the phone or else.
Or else what?
Or I'll drop a pun about a broken chair leg?
Buzz off, Robin Hood.
She cannot fight. Oh, Edna. See, Edna has a heart. Unlike some lunatics. Unlike some loonies who are right in the room. You're listening to them right through your headphones or on your TV sets. I noticed that lots of you watch on TV sets. Isn't it interesting when I have the demographics and you don't? Glad that we could talk this over. Let me talk to Druggle Drug. Let me talk to
Hello?
this man.
Druggle Jug.
Let
Is
me
that your
escape.
name?
Druggle
She is
Jug.
very
Am I
smitten
not
with this
allowed in
man.
there?
Druggle Jug.
He is
I
a
used to
strong
be
lad.
part of
He
an
has
audience
built
with the
the
king.
chaos fort.
Druggle
Sorry.
Jug.
Too bad. What a guy.
He won't let me see the
If only
king.
I could impress him somehow.
Even if I could see the king, I wouldn't be able to do much here, would I? Alright, we will go to Aluman.
What do you
Aluman!
make of this guy, Harvey?
Why don't we have such cool get-ups?
I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with human dignity.
That's what I mean. We are suffering from a terrible lack of dignity. Now, if we had tinfoil suits like he has...
We'd be the toast of the town.
Why don't we become a sidekick?
Do you want this broken chair leg?
Watch where you swing that thing. Tin foil is not the toughest of materials, if you know what I mean.
How
Do
about
you
my
want
pen?
Pen?
The pen may be mightier than the sword, but not nearly the equal of a coat hanger.
Alright, let's actually talk with him and
Hello,
switch
young
perspective.
lady. Wait. Stay there.
He has my coat
no
hanger.
doubt. You're different from the others. Your aura is highly energetic. Who are you? Where do you
But are
come
the other
from?
ones lethargic? I can tell you, Phone Man's a little crazy. I'm Edna. It's not important where I come from. The important thing is I want to get out of here. I'm Edna. I've come from the dungeon of a tower. I am Brakna. I come from the third Zarnorb of Ugla. I'm Dr. Marcel. I've come from my office. Good day, I am your cousin Betty from Australia. I guess that's as close as I'm gonna get with that one. I am a free spirit. I've come from the cosmic stream of existence. I think
I am a
this
free spirit.
the one he
I've
might
come from the
vibe
cosmic
with.
stream of existence.
Haven't we all?
Yeah, but not everyone used a polo mallet to paddle here.
You are a strange girl, aren't you? So, once again...
Oh, he wants
who
a
are
but
you,
thou must.
And where do you come from?
I'm Dr. Marcel. I've come from my office.
Don't be ridiculous. Your aura is as green and juicy as the Hobbit's Shire. Dr. Marcel's
Ooh,
aura,
what a
on the
juicy
other
aura.
hand, is like one of those dry bushes.
I only
that
get bread and water,
tumbles
man. I
through
don't
the
think she'd be
frames
that
so
plump.
the director can make it clear that the town is totally deserted.
Nice analogy.
So, why do you lie to me? Who are you really?
I'm Brackna. I've come from the third Zenobri of the Yugal.
I happen to know that Brackna is in bed with a fever.
Huh.
Why do you lie to me? Who are you really?
G'day. I'm your cousin Betty from Australia.
She does it a lot
don't
better than
have
I
a
do.
Cousin Betty from Australia.
I just don't want to sound
only have
insensitive.
A cousin Rugnelda from Vladvakistan. If
Pakistan.
she were to visit me,
Hey, I
I'd
think
have
we were near a
known
place
that.
like that once in Gibbet.
Because you're connected to her by a
Gibbous.
cosmic bond?
Yes, for one. Plus,
Hey, did you know
can
Gibbous
hear
actually
birds
has like
plummet
a
into the
pseudo
ground
sequel
before
thing?
she
There's
arrives.
another game
They
out.
don't put much
called
emphasis
Half
on
Made. You should go
hygiene
check it
in
out.
Vladvakistan, you know. So,
I have not
why
played
do
it
you
yet.
lie to me? Who are you really?
Thanks, Gibbous creators, for making a second point and click. I hope it's as good as your first one. And I hope you're not a huge disappointment like some developers who went into NFT games. And when I was high-talking them, I certainly ate shit for it. I did not know. Let Kuuimpact, before he continues, clear the air. I did not know what the dev was doing in current year. They made their game back in 2015. The one that I liked. And I praised it. Was like, it's so good. Turns out they're just making NFT AI slop now. Of course they fucking are.
I'm Edna. I've come from the dungeons of a tower.
You have been incarcerated for a long time.
Okay, see, that's like normal.
Your kismet is like a thirsty sponge that aches to suck itself.
I once bruised
full
my
of
kismet. It was
freedom.
no fun.
But you haven't reached your goal yet. Keep
Oh,
at
nowhere.
it.
Yeah, like nowhere near,
The
dude.
days
I
of
got
your
like captured.
enslavement are numbered.
Wow. Impressive speech, Gramps.
What brings you here, my child?
Explain
Who are
yourself.
you?
My name ceased to be of importance long ago. The moment I inherited the wisdom of the cosmos, I decided to abandon all ties to my former existence. I am known as the Aluman now.
You loonies love to refer to yourselves only by your characteristics, don't you?
It's just easier to memorize.
Okay, before we continue talking to Aluman, I'm going to end the video here. So this has been Kuuimpact with Let's Play Edna and Harvey the Breakout. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment. Next time, we will continue our speech with Aluman. I would like to see what he has to say.